Hello, my dear friends. In this episode, we will talk about organic and non-organic fruits and vegetables. So, which ones should you choose? Strawberries are full of chemicals. Around 65 different pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides have been registered for use on strawberries. They are the most chemically demanding fruit. Most commercial strawberry growers use methyl bromide, a toxic chemical, to eliminate all fungi, nematodes, microorganisms, and weeds, effectively killing every living organism in the soil where strawberries are grown. Throughout the rest of the growth cycle, the plants are fed with chemical fertilizers through drip systems. Methyl bromide is an exceptionally toxic pesticide, and strawberries sprayed with it can cause poisoning, neurological damage, and reproductive disorders. Blueberries and berries. Most berries have thin skins and grow close to the ground, making them pesticide sponges. They are also prone to mold and fungi, so non-organic farmers usually apply fungicides to give berries a longer shelf life. Blueberries generally have low pesticide residue levels. Raspberries. Commercial growers typically use several pesticides and fungicides to kill pests on raspberries, as well as synthetic fertilizers to grow larger berries. Samples of raspberries tested positive for residues of 9 different pesticides. Red and green peppers contain more than 50 chemicals, including 10 different organic compounds, approved for use on peppers in the USA. They are usually treated with insecticides 2 to 6 times during the growth cycle and are also sprayed with herbicides, fungicides, fumigants, nematicides, and algicides. Conventional pepper growers often fumigate their fields with methyl bromide before planting to kill weeds and insects. Cherries and sour cherries from the USA often show pesticide residues above tolerance levels. Growers use multiple pesticides to combat insect pests, with many orchards sprayed with a series of chemicals. Studies show over 20 different pesticide residues. Cherries are sprayed 8 to 10 times during the growth cycle. Nectarines contain high levels of pesticide residues, often from multiple insecticides. Conventional nectarines should be avoided. Trees are sprayed for months with pesticides, fungicides, and petroleum-based horticultural oils. Peaches, usually sprayed with various pesticides and fungicides such as endosulfan, a highly toxic pesticide, once a week, starting in March, dormant stage, until harvest in July or August. Celery is a water-based plant that absorbs many toxins from soil and groundwater. 82% of celery tested positive for pesticide residues. It easily absorbs everything from the soil, including pesticides. Apples are heavily sprayed with insecticides, fungicides, and petroleum-based oils. They are often sprayed 5 to 10 times during the growing season. Over 40 different pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides are approved for use on apples. The average apple contains residues from 4 to 10 pesticides, some known or suspected to cause nerve damage, cancer, or hormone disruption. Pears. Pear orchards are typically sprayed about 9 times during the season with fungicides, herbicides, and petroleum oils. Over 50 chemicals, including some organophosphates, are approved for pear cultivation. Now let's look at leafy vegetables. Almost all leafy greens, especially lettuce and spinach, are sprayed at least once with pesticides. Lettuce is commonly treated with phosphates. It's well known that lettuce, spinach, beet greens, and other leafy vegetables absorb heavy metals if grown in contaminated soil or sprayed with sewage sludge. Since they grow close to the ground, leafy greens usually contain high pesticide residues. Always buy organic. Spinach is highly prone to aphids, insect damage, and mold, so farmers use large amounts of pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. More than half of non-organic spinach contains pesticide residues. Several organophosphates, including chlorothalonil, a human carcinogen, are used in spinach farming. Tomatoes are sprayed with multiple pesticides to fight insects and worms, as many pests attack tomato plants. Chemical fertilizers are poured into tomato rows to increase fruit size. If you can't grow your own tomatoes, choose seasonal, locally grown ones. Organic tomatoes have up to 5 times more lycopene, a cancer-fighting carotenoid. Lycopene helps prevent prostate, breast, pancreatic, and intestinal cancers. Organic tomato products, like sauce, contain more lycopene too. Always choose organic if possible. Kale and curly cabbage, even packaged organic salad mixes and baby spinach sometimes test high for pesticide residues exceeding safe levels. If possible, choose organic leafy vegetables. Kale, Chinese cabbage, and most lettuces often contain pesticide residues as they grow close to the soil. Carrots absorb pesticides and heavy metals from the soil. They are so effective at absorbing contaminants that they are sometimes planted to decontaminate sewage-sprayed fields. Carrots can take in heavy metals like lead and arsenic. Potatoes are grown in heavily fumigated soil to kill fungi and pests. During their growth, potatoes are sprayed with many toxic pesticides, fungicides, and herbicides. Always buy organic potatoes. If unavailable, avoid russet potatoes. After planting, fields are treated with systemic insecticides to kill sprout-eating bugs, followed by herbicides to kill weeds. Because the soil loses nutrients, synthetic fertilizers are drip-fed weekly. Later, potatoes are sprayed again with toxic pesticides to kill aphids and beetles. Citrus fruits. Citrus trees are sprayed with insecticides and fungicides up to 10 times per season. Samples of oranges from conventional groves often show residues of multiple pesticides, herbicides, and fungicides. The peels of lemons, limes, and oranges contain the highest concentrations. Tropical fruits such as bananas, pineapples, avocados, mangoes, and papayas have the lowest pesticide residues among non-organic fruits. Mangoes and papayas, with their thick skins, often contain little or no pesticide residues. Non-organic mangoes are acceptable. Pineapples also typically contain very little or no residues after harvest. Melons, such as watermelon and cantaloupe, in season, non-organic melons are generally safe because vines are sensitive to chemicals, though some herbicides are used early in the season. However, melons imported from Mexico, especially in winter, often test positive for pesticide residues. For watermelons, pesticides are not very effective, so they are used sparingly. Grapes. Avoid imported grapes, e.g. from Chile, as U.S. law requires all Chilean grapes and stone fruits to be fumigated with methyl bromide upon arrival, leading to high pesticide levels. However, U.S.-grown grapes, May-September, usually have low residues, so non-organic grapes are acceptable. That's it for today. Thanks so much for watching. I'm really glad you're here with me, and I can't wait to see you in the next episodes. Don't forget to share this video with your friends, subscribe to my channel, and hit that thumbs up. Take care and have a great day.